think we're good. Oh, hey, shotgun ammo in the back. Hello. Okay. As long as I don't have to end up fighting, like, every type of boss we fought in the game, we'll be fine. We're probably gonna have to fight every type of boss in the game. I don't know, though. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this room?
Ruvik, I created this world.
Yeah, it's awful.
You cannot keep me here.
Hey, look, there's his eye! How am I supposed to avoid his eye if it's literally looking down the hallway? Oh. I'm supposed to avoid the shining beacons of light from his eye. Got you. Can I go around the edge? Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. I have brought myself to a bad situation. Okay, we're good. For now. I just have to pull the right lever. Or in this case, the left lever. How do I do this? I could dash across as soon as it's done. There you go. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna bother disarming that. But maybe I should. Let's try. No fucking way. Oh my god. Alright. So how am I supposed to avoid the last eye? Is it... Maybe I didn't avoid the last eye and that's what spotted me. Or rather, I should say, the maze was because of the eye, but once we're past the other eyes, we're fine. Alright, how am I gonna do this? I could try disarming them while the light's away, because I don't really want to run through those. Alright, that's not gonna work. It takes too long to disarm them. Okay, there. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Okay! Oh, look, I made it through your fucking death maze! That doesn't mean you have to send whatever the fuck that is! Oh, no. Okay. See, I didn't know there were gonna be little pools of water that fucking stopped me from being able to move, but... We're good? We're fine? Yay! I'm alive! Let's try going back through this door. Hey! It's like we went in one massive circle. We're back in the courtyard where we met up with Leslie, who is possibly tainted by Ruvik. You know, when we lit Ruvik on fire earlier, his yelling kinda sounded like Leslie. So does that mean that that was Leslie, but just he looked like Ruvik? Because we've had Ruvik clones. So I could see that being a thing. Okay. Well, we made it back to the safety room, and there's no upgrade thing in here now. It's just the save. It's like, nah, man, you made your decisions a long time ago. Yeah, we gave you like 28,000 goop, but you know what? You're so far at the end of the game, it shouldn't matter. Okay, come on. Go up. Ascend to the top of the beacon. So we can finally kill Ruvik. Still think it was shenanigans that those guys didn't catch on fire. Like, I could have saved myself a whole lot of trouble if I hadn't done that to myself. Okay, well, the good news is we are getting up there.
I'm never riding in an elevator again.
Oh, dude, you'll have to. If we make it out and the world's just perfectly fine, I actually don't know what kind of things we could do. This is something that kind of scars your entire mind. Because your entire mind was in here. Oh, well, there's the brain. Lovely. We'll leave the beacon thing alone, right? Oh!
Can't be.
Me!
Help! Help!
Leslie! So he hasn't been captured yet. He was just enticed.
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, listen to me. Stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it. You're not just some rookie detective, and this is not just some ordinary kid. You killed Joseph and you shot me. So right at this moment, that's enough reason for me not to trust you.
You're a good man. That's why Doesn't matter anymore. If you know who this kid is, if you know anything, you know why he can't be allowed to live.
Bullshit. It's Ruvik. He's the one that...
Uh-oh.
Leslie, stop.
Oh no! Okay, what the hell just happened? Everything's collapsing! Oh shit. Did this entire world just turn into like a giant brain with another brain inside of it? Awesome. That is lovely. Not really. Oh no. He's fucking throwing cars at me. This guy really wants me fucking dead. I can't even turn all the way around. Okay. That's why you just gotta keep your eyes forward, friends. Whoop. Left. We're good. We're fine. We're almost bad. other giant monster that Ruby's attached to now? I need to get the fuck out of here. You know, I really wish in horror things, if anything, people who know what's going on would just explain shit. Maybe it would have allowed her to shoot Leslie and prevent this if she just went, hey, if Leslie merges with Ruvik, things are gonna get a whole lot worse. Oh! Oh, yeah! Machine gun time, bitch! Oh, yeah! Now I'm just gonna assume I shoot the hell out of his brain eventually, too. Uh-oh, we got another head. But it's fine, because I can aim slightly. Yeah, broke his brain cage! Or at least part of it. You know, everything is better in life when you've got a fucking machine gun. Please don't get rid of my machine gun. No! Oh! That's unlucky. Hey, rocket launcher! Ha ha! Thanks, man. Alright. We have to shoot his brain. Or just shoot in his general direction. And hope that it hits his brain. This thing sucks. It veers off so much. I am pinned to a wall, man. I should be stationary as fuck. There you go. Damn it, stop moving your head, man. Oh, I am running out of shots. We'll be fine. I just get to keep on shooting his brain. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's definitely different. You know, it wouldn't be so bad if it went directly exactly where I shot it. But it kind of veers off course. So you have to account for that and the fact that he's moving his shitty fucking face. I froze. Okay. I was like, did I break something? Did I suddenly win against the boss after only a couple shots? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep on spamming, man. Uh-huh. We've got 2-3 shots left! Oh, thank God! Ooh. Fuck you, Ruvik! I don't want to believe that we're out of the world just yet. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, hey, Ruvik.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
Well, I mean, if I
Ruvik.
destroy whatever it is... Oh! His brain! He legitimately doesn't have a bond anymore!
This.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I want to explore. I want to see who else is captured with me. Who else is here? Or is it only me inside of this room at the moment? I'm not seeing anybody. Okay. Let's destroy his brain. I just fucking threw his shitty brain to the ground. No, we're not done yet. Stop that shit, buddy. Yeah!
Vital signs, sir.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
Leave that one. And those two. They're not going anywhere. No one can.
What does that mean? Was she referring to Leslie and Joseph? In terms of those two? Because, it'd be nice if they were alive. Oh, Connolly. And the doctor. Oh, shit. Leslie. Oh no. Leslie merged with Ruvik.
Go, go, go! Detective, are you all right? Is there anyone else?
Just give me some real fresh air.
Oh no. Well, that's one way to say that it ain't over yet. Oh, shit. However, the game is over. All right. Wow, okay. Give me a moment to collect myself here. That was definitely an interesting ending. I say as the car definitely speeds by. Hello, car. All right, so I guess that is the evil within. I kind of just like sat down and I powered through the end there. The last 4 chapters of the game, just all in one sitting, about 4 hours, and so that was interesting. That is like the most, yeah, by the way, all of it was in your mind kind of thing that could definitely happen. I mean, we knew that pretty early on, but it did take a while for everything to kind of be revealed. Well, that was nice. That was actually, you know, alright. Horror-wise, I don't know, it didn't really scare me much, but I don't know if it was really supposed to be scary as much as if it was supposed to be just gory and icky and stuff like that. I feel like there's a little bit of a difference between just trying to constantly scare you and then just having things be horrific. And you know, if you've played a Resident Evil game, you know, I've only played a few, but you know, Resident Evil 4 was definitely like that. You know, it wasn't really scary, but things were kind of creepy sometimes. And this was just like that multiplied by a fuckload. I mean, the game just starts you off being chased by a chainsaw dude and guts everywhere and blood all over the place. And so that was definitely interesting. No, I enjoyed the game. I think the gameplay was relatively solid. I mean, the only things I had a problem were, obviously, you know, it forced accuracy to just kind of be all over the place. Not a fan of that, but you know what? Hey, it's a gameplay thing. The aspect ratio stuff, I was okay with. A lot of people were like, oh, the black bars, the FOV is making me sick, and that didn't really affect me too much. I mean, it was definitely odd. You know, it's not what we're used to. We're used to getting the entire screen. We're used to being zoomed out far away from our characters, and we're used to, you know, the game being at like 60 FPS. But those was a little bit of a different experience, you know. You can say what you want about like 30 FPS and cinematic, but definitely it did feel more of a cinematic experience to have everything be within those black bars, because it, you know, it always gave the feeling of being in a cutscene, right? Obviously, you know you're not in a cutscene, you're shooting the enemies, but it gave that feel because it was just a very kind of seamless thing for you to be in a cutscene and then go to gameplay and the black bars are still there. You know, if you've ever played a game like, say, Halo, or Call of Duty, has Call of Duty done, like, actually I don't think Call of Duty does black bars, but like Halo does black bars. And so you're playing the game, and you go in a cutscene, and boop, black bars, cinematic. And you're like, okay. But in this, you know, the black bars never leave. And so that provides a different experience. Can I say that it added to the game? But I can't say it detracted incredibly so. You know, I was playing at 1920 by 1080 on my 24-inch monitor, so even though like fucking half my screen isn't there, I still have like a big, massive amount of screen space to work with, so though that wasn't that bad. But in terms of the game itself, you know, the way it played out, gameplay was solid. I never felt like I was too forced to try and like be sneaky and, you know, avoid conflict with enemies, and that's great because that's not me. I like fighting against dudes most of the time. At least, you know, if a game has a really good sneaking mechanic, then I like sneaking, but this game, not so much. It doesn't have a very good sneaking mechanic. You're slow as fuck, the enemies can kind of just turn around, and if you're spotted, you're fucked. So you might as well just, you know, take out a couple of the guys with stealth and then just shoot everybody else in the head, especially once you've upgraded your guns and you've got them, you know, really maxed out. It's great. I feel a little bad. I tried spreading myself around so much, you know, I wanted to have a really good handgun. I wanted to have a really good agony crossbow, and then by the end of the game, I didn't really use the agony crossbow all that much. So, whoops. I wasn't expecting the end of the game to kind of be more Resident, like, that was very very recent Resident Evil-esque kind of boss battle at the end there. You know, it's flipping us all around the place. I'm being thrown against shit. I'm being stabbed against giant barbed wire, and I'm shooting machine guns at this massive beast. And then it ends off with kind of like, it wasn't even like a quick time event, but you aim and you shoot Ruvik, and then boom, that's it. That's the end of the game. And that surprised me because it builds you up to try and, you know, take out everything. But I mean, to be fair, I guess you do have that one segment, you know, beforehand where you're fighting a large number of enemies. But I do feel like, you know, if they had done like another segment of that, I wouldn't have minded. I would have loved to have kept on shooting. Would have been really nice. But story-wise, the story definitely took a long time to get going. It took a long while to like really get into it. I do feel like the story started a little bit too strong to be like, wow, look at the horror! Look at the guy with the chainsaw chasing you! Oh man! Do you see all this blood? And I'm like, yeah, it's a horror game, there's gonna be blood. Yeah, but there's a lot of it! I know, that's why I'm playing it. It's in your mind! I figured every fucking thing that advertised this game had a giant brain with a barbed wire on it, and the game's called The Evil Within. So, you know, you can see a lot of things coming. It wasn't terribly original, but it kind of had that Japanese story kind of spin, where things were a little bit more than what you would originally perceive. You know, there are a lot of things that are pretty straightforward. Oh, we're inside of Ruvik's brain. Oh, he's trying to get this revenge thing. But then Kidman comes around like, oh, I'm actually a secret agent. And then he infects Leslie. You know, it's hard to describe. But if you've played a good amount of Japanese games, you watch animes, you're like, this is normal. Whatever. I actually like that kind of stuff. So that was definitely interesting. I do feel like Kidman was not in the story enough. And it really irritates me that she wasn't. I'm fine that, you know, in one hand, I'm fine with that because that way you didn't build up a connection to her, and when she tries to betray you, it's not really so much of like a direct betrayal. You don't feel like, oh, that's out of her character. You're like, oh, well, you know what? She hasn't been around all that much. I don't trust her either. And so, in regards, that's okay. But, you know, they got like a popular, they got a really good actress to play her. You know, the chick that plays Deborah Morgan in Dexter. I was like, holy shit, they got her. And then she probably had like a total of 10 sentences throughout the entire game. And this was a pretty lengthy game. This was a good bit. And she just wasn't there. And that's, I don't know, a little ridiculous. Now, they are doing a DLC, at least I've heard, you know, they're doing a DLC with her, and they might do a DLC with other characters. Like, I feel like Joseph, I didn't have him enough. And that makes me sad. I don't know, I like Joseph. It's a shame, I don't know. I feel story-wise, you know, they did a good job establishing Ruvik, they did a good job establishing, you know, Leslie and stuff like that, but just everybody else falls behind. Even Sebastian is kind of, you know, a little bit of a blank slate. At the same time, it's not really, you know, you never see him, you never see how he really deals with, you know, the fact that his wife and his daughter are dead. You read it, and it's hinted at by Joseph once, that he has his drink, and then it's never really touched on. We're learning about Sebastian, we're learning about what kind of troubling past he has, and then we get little snippets that kind of lead that, you know, we're kind of doing this investigation stuff, but it's still not a lot of connection going on there. The same thing can be said about, like, everybody. And so, I don't know. Ruvik himself was alright. He was definitely, I think the voice actor nailed it completely. He, like, if he had, like, a completely different voice, I wouldn't have been any kind of intimidating. I mean, I wouldn't have been intimidated. But the voice he had was definitely like, ooh, okay, this guy's out of it. He's serious business. And so, I liked Ruvik as a character. Wish there could have been a lot more of him, and even more of an established story there besides, he's a genius and crazy, and he hates the world. He wants revenge because his sister died. I wish there could have been a lot more there. Like, maybe he actually got tortured by people, not just, oh, his sister died, right? But, we've reached the end of the credits, and maybe we'll get an after credits. Let's see. Chapter 15 cleared! We have Ruvik and all this stuff. I got a machine gun? Neat. And a rocket launcher? And then 50,000 skill points? Yeah, alright. New Game Plus. Model viewer can now be selected in the main menu. You can choose a different difficulty setting when selecting a new game. And it took me a total of 14 hours, and I died 42 times. You know, for a horror game, 42 deaths for the entire thing is not that bad for my first playthrough. That's pretty solid. I think I probably could have, like, reduced it down, and there were some moments where I was dicking about, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and save. Oh no, we shouldn't overwrite the last save we did. I think the only chapter I really disliked was chapter 11. Reunion was very meh to me. You know, the city's all falling apart and we're occasionally running into enemies, and some parts were good and a lot of parts were just really a drag. In fact, a lot of the game, there were some moments that just dragged on a little bit too long, and you know, if they removed it, I wouldn't feel anything was lost. But it was interesting kind of having this mismatch of different things that could be happening. And by that I mean the gameplay changed up a good bit, you know? 1 minute we're sneaking around a warehouse, another minute we're shooting a whole bunch of enemies, another minute we're chilling out with Joseph and shooting a whole bunch of enemies, another minute we're back inside of creepy corridors sneaking around, and another minute we're fighting bosses and stuff like that. And so that is all very cool. It never felt... It never really got fully old. I mean, towards the end there. Even towards the end there, I was like, oh, there could definitely be like 5 more chapters, and I wouldn't feel it. And so that was solid. I liked it a good bit. If I had to give this game a rating, I would probably... I wanted to give it a 9 out of 10. I liked it. I really did. I liked the gameplay a lot, but I'm knocking it down because some story bits just... Hi, I'm Julie Kidman, and I'm going to be a DLC character. And that's like, yay? So that's kind of iffy, but I guess we'll have to see in time. I didn't mean to exit that. I guess we'll see in time with the DLCs. I have the season pass, so, you know, as those things come out, that'll be definitely interesting. But this was a solid game. I liked it. You know, again, I had to knock it down because character development was really shit in some areas. And now I can learn the names of all the stuff. Let's see. Sentinel. That was the dog. Lar, creature. Quell was the thingy, which was very weird. Amalgam Alpha. Oh, hey, there's the thing. Amalgam. Huh. So these things are the same thing, kind of. You have the Amalgam, which is what we fought at the end, and then you have the Amalgam Alpha, which you figure would have like a little bit more, or, you know, the Amalgam Alpha would be this one. But okay. And then you have the animals. And then one random farmer dude. Is there anything else in the game? Burst handgun. Ooh. High penetration sniper rifle, machine gun, rocket launcher, brass knuckles. Oh, that sounds cool. I think there's definitely a good bit of replayability there. And so that'd be kind of fun. And then you have an automatic handgun? Oh shit. That's neat. So there's a good bit of replayability, but I'm good. I'm good. We beat the game. We had a good time. Let me know what you guys think down there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me playing through it. It was a good bit. I had some frustrating moments. You know, like, I guess the most frustrating moment I had in the game was dealing with Ruvik in the mansion. He just pops out and you're like, ah, no, he's chasing me and teleporting, and he instant kills you. And that's like, if it had been like, if he takes off like half your health, then I'd be like, oh no, I still want to avoid him. But, it happens. We got past him. We learned. You had to hide. But that was a solid game. Definitely a solid 8 out of 10. Would have given it a 9 out of 10 if they had just put a little bit, you know, more in there for me to give shits about the characters. You know, I feel like all the voice actors were pretty solid. They just didn't have a lot of lines. It would have been nice. It's a horror game. Yeah, you could be shooting enemies for half the, like 60 to 70% of the game, but you gotta develop the people. And you can't just, you know, tell people. You have to show the people. You can't say, oh, Joseph is a really caring individual, and he's been with me for 5 years. No, you have to show him being a really cool person. More than, I mean, obviously he did. You know, I like Joseph. Joseph was cool. But more. You gotta show him more. But we're done with the game. We finished it. In the future, we'll probably check out the DLC if I have free time. But for now, I am ending off. So again, thank you for watching this Let's Play. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm gonna go like read wikis and shit and see what kind of information I missed, because I'm sure there's quite a good bit that I probably did, you know, like, oh, I read this thing and then I completely misinterpreted or something. But for now, I'm heading off. So again, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next Let's Play.